Okay. All right. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. So the one thing that I really want to highlight about our organization for Global Gardens is that we work incredibly hard every day, all of our educators, to intertwine peace education and science in all of the things that our amazing, powerful students do each and every day. So I'm really glad to be here with you all this morning. Okay. So Nathan did a little bit of a visualization earlier, and I just want to say that I, as an educator, feel like we can never do too many visualizations. So go ahead and relax your body. Maybe release tension from your arms and your legs. I always like to remember that we hold a lot of tension in our face, so remember to relax your face and take a deep breath. Imagine that you are sitting in your most favorite garden. You may feel some sun on your shoulders, or maybe it's a little bit overcast, and you feel a little bit of drizzle trickling down. Either way, you feel completely comfortable. What sounds do you hear? Is your garden an incredibly serene and private place? Or is it next to a playground? You can hear the sounds of children running and playing, having so much fun at recess. You may begin to notice some of the little details, some pollinators buzzing around some of your plants, or some aphids munching on a leaf. You may not be able to see it all, but you know that there is so much life happening around you. Okay. Go ahead, if your eyes are closed, open them. And I know you know the answer to this question, but aren't gardens the most amazing places? Yeah. They aren't just beautiful and grounding, but they are also spaces where big questions are asked and big ideas grow, where we ask those questions about not only the science and the way that our plants are growing, but also about our inner selves. The garden is a mirror where children and adults learn about their inner work and their inner selves. So I'm going to talk about a couple of garden lessons that we have really developed, and I have heard already some amazing garden lessons from you all this week. So I know you're going to be totally familiar. So the first one is that collaboration is essential. We watch in awe as pollinators, bees, worms, and microorganisms work together to constantly keep the garden growing. We work in harmony with those creatures, with the gardeners around us, and with the earth to maintain our spaces. There's no way that we could ever do it by ourselves, right? It is literally a team. Second lesson, plants and people are shockingly similar, right? Picture in your mind a thriving plant. It's lush with lots of leaves. It's expanding and taking up more space. There's flourishing happening. People need community members, companions. They need access to high-quality resources and space to flourish. We mirror our plants because people and plants are incredibly unique. We all need something different to flourish. Gardeners and really great people develop some of the same skills. Each week in our garden, our students learn that gardeners must be observant, patient, hardworking, creative, focused, and determined. As we develop those skills with our hands in the dirt, we develop them in other areas of our lives too. Great conversations happen when gardeners work together to weed their beds. Ideas and reflection are born in this time together. As we pull weeds from our gardens, we can begin to think about which weeds in our lives are taking up space and using up our own resources. All gardeners find amazing bravery inside of them when they're in the garden. We have new experiences and meet new creatures, and like this little guy. So our friends here are holding a worm, but I am sure that some of us, probably all of us, have heard the terrified phrase, "It's a worm!" But once we look a little bit closer and we begin to notice the small and tiny details, and maybe we even push ourselves to notice that we're encountering something different, we have the opportunity to take a second look and find the brave similarities between us and those new experiences. Okay. As the seasons in our garden change, right? Some people might think that the cold weather is a little bit disappointing, but we know that as frustrating as bitter cold, early freezes can be, or sweltering hot days, they are all a part of life in the garden. The winter days represent rest and relaxation and a way to make room for new growth. So every human can ask themselves how these times of rest and quiet moments make time for them to grow. I am incredibly proud to be a gardener, and we should all be proud to ask big questions about our plants, excited to collaborate with us, our friends at our organizations, and also all of us in this room. Excited to collaborate with each other always. The garden is a beautiful mirror, a place where growth happens. Thank you so much for watering all of these ideas with me today. I appreciate all of you so much. Thank you.